Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another round of Sentinels of the Multiverse. Doing our best to deal with OblivAeon. We've got him down to 123 out of his 180. I don't know if we're going to get that done before he flips to his next page and just goes to 120. Because he's going to flip when that countdown moves over. Mind you, that's 1, 2, 3 turns. Although a lot of his cards advance it an extra bit, so it might be less. So we may just have to try to deal with all the Aeons and try to clear them out of the way. I suspect this will be a rough turn. Well, probably a rough couple of turns. We're going to start losing heroes again. Yeah, so we will just get right into it and start with OblivAeon himself. Itself. Alright, of course, the two mandatory things we need to deal with at the start of OblivAeon's turn. See if there are 12 devastation tokens. There's not. There's 10. Pretty sure we're going to have 12 by the beginning of next turn. And we're going to lose something. The next thing that happens is, timer goes down to 2, getting us even closer to losing another environment. Oof. Okay. Next up, OblivAeon's card. Right, Tear Through Reality. Pretty sure we've seen this one before. One shot, move OblivAeon to the battle zone with the most hero targets. That is where he already is. Battle Zone 1 has Omnitron X and Tachyon, while the Idealist is in Zone 2 on her own. OblivAeon deals each target 2 energy damage and 2 psychic damage. Oh dear, yep. Add 1 devastation token to the Inevitable Destruction card. Well, let's do this one thing at a time. We are going to just go over to Battle Zone 1 and apply all that damage. Okay, well, let's do the villains first, shall we? Just because we'd like to see the villains go down before us. So that's going to be, what was it again? It was 2 energy, 2 psychic. Faultless and Dark Mind are both nemesis to OblivAeon, so they're actually going to take 3 and 3, doing 6. So let's just do Dark Mind first, because there won't be any additional things happening. So she's down to 20. Yay! Empyreon is poop toast. Now, however, if this card would be destroyed, flip it instead. Oh, well, his HP is much lower. Empyreon, villain, Scion. Tempest, who apparently is his nemesis, as opposed to Captain Cosmic on the other side. You are an end of things, but you shall be your own fate. Return now to the ether from which you came. Gameplay. When this card flips to this side, restore it to 15 HP. However, we're still going to get to hurt it because the first bit of damage hurt it. Flips over, the second bit is going to hurt it. This card is immune to melee and projectile damage. Ooh. Whenever this card would be dealt energy damage, it regains that much HP instead. Okay. When this card is destroyed, each player may draw a card and use a power, then remove this card from the game. At the end of this villain turn, this card deals each non-villain target 3 energy damage, then destroy X hero non-character non-target cards, where X equals the number of targets destroyed this turn. Okay, so we're going to have to keep track of that. So that was the first 2. Took it down because he only had 1. That was the energy damage. Good, it was the energy damage. So because that wouldn't have affected him at 15. But now he takes 2 psychic damage, so we're only going to give him 13 HP. 1, 2, and 3. Right, then going to do Nemesis, so 3, putting it down to 3, and then another 3, taking out Faultless. And who does still have, who's still got the Nemesis on it, oh, and I suppose still can't deal damage. However, I ran into this one in my first tentative playthrough. Hero. Terminal Control. Mr. Fixer, our martial arts guy, says, "In this time of war, I have been granted peace. Thank you. Now to share that peace." When this card flips to this side, yeah, nothing happened when it was destroyed on the other side. Restore it to 10 HP. This card is a hero target and is no longer a Scion. And I double checked just to make sure. Whenever a Scion is removed from the game, remove 1 Devastation token from the Inevitable Destruction card. That does count, even though it's flipped. Christopher Bedell confirmed that in a Twitter post he made. So we do get to take 1 of those Devastation tokens on, because a Scion was there, now a Scion is not there, a Scion went away. Let's see, what else? At the start, yeah, when this card flips to this side, restore it to 10 HP, this card is a hero target and is no longer a Scion. Still gonna have to have the Nemesis token on there, so OblivAeon's still gonna hurt. At the start of the villain turn that Faultless is in, each non-villain target regains 2 HP. When this card is destroyed, removed from the game. At the end of this villain turn, each hero may use a power. So that is a good thing. Turning Faultless over. Alright, that was hitting just the villains. Now we've got to do 2 and 2 to our heroes. Alright, Omnitron X, unfortunately, his ablative coating is not going to help with any of that. So he's going to take the 2 energy, 2 psychic, putting him down to 1. Yeah. They're going down pretty soon. So, on to our other hero here. Yep, that's right. Tachyon's down. That's really too bad. We lost another one, so we're going to have to put that Devastation token right back on. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a bad turn. So, she's going to flip over. And running out of room for incapacitated heroes here, so we're just going to stack them like that. The Infinity Cannon goes under Tachyon, and all of those cards go away. We won't draw a new hero quite yet, because that happens at the end of whatever turn this happened. Instead, we continue on. So, after doing that damage, add 1 Devastation token. Yeah, we are up to 11 on that. That goes away, and then we do this thing. At the end of OblivAeon's turn, he deals each target 3 energy damage. If no damage is dealt to heroes, well, it will be, so we won't have to do the Devastation tokens anyway. Then if at least 1 battle zone does not have a Scion, not a problem. There are Scions in both. So let's go back over to Battle Zone 1 and take on some more damage. Alright, we will again. Alright, Empyreon still can't deal damage. We are going to, and I guess neither can Faultless, but they're not going to. Yeah, we'll start with these targets. So we're going to do 3 to Empyreon, and it'll actually be 4 to the others because of the Nemesis icon. So that will leave faultless, unfortunately. We just got them. Leave that with 6. I'm going to leave Dark Mind with 16. Which just leaves 1 target for OblivAeon to hit in this area, and that is Omnitron X. Except, yes, that's energy damage, so Empyreon didn't actually take 3 damage, he healed 3. Putting him, well, back up to full. Blech. Alright, now to Omnitron. Yep. There we go. Omnitron loses his last hit point. So he now becomes incapacitated. We will put the Bloodsworn Exhibition and the Atlantean Conduit under him. And, oh, right, and also Arataki. Those cards go away, and yep, that's right, Devastation token. We are now up to 12, which won't kick in until the beginning of the next round. So we've got a little breather before everything starts going. So that concludes OblivAeon's turn, which means we need to pick 2 new heroes. Okay, back over to my box, and we will hit go, and I guess the first 2 that show up will be our replacement heroes. Oh, Harpy's back, just in a different form. Can't do Idealist because she's already out there. That's the alternate version. And Lifeline. Okay, another new one. So, I'll dig those out of here and be back in a moment. Okay, our first replacement hero. Yes, we've seen the Harpy before, but this is the Darkwatch Harpy. I guess from a different point at her timeline, once she had joined the Darkwatch team. Starts at 27. Alright, her power is different, of course. Refocus. Flip a 1 control token. One of those things. Then we may play a card, and boop, yep, Nemesis. Then our other replacement. Right, here we have Lifeline, who is the heroic, more reformed version of the villain Deadline from earlier in the game. Well, earlier in the game's lore. I looked up the very quick description of what he does in the OblivAeon rulebook. Apparently, they describe him as a blood mage. He uses his own health and sometimes those of his allies, the other heroes, to create powerful effects. We're going to put another Nemesis token on this one, and his power is Extract Power. Draw 1 card, and 1 player may draw a card. Doesn't say 1 other, so he could draw 2, theoretically, but he could also let somebody else do it. And he starts with 31. So, we have our replacements. And now we're going to swing over to hero number 1, the Idealist. Alright, first thing that Idealist is going to do is, yes, we're going to actually abandon Zone 2, come over to Zone 1 for a specific reason. There we go, we're over here. Then for her special action, she is going to grab the Final Champion. Objective: at the end of your turn, if there are more hero targets than non-hero targets in this battle zone, flip this card. There are currently 4 of us and 3 of them. The 3 of them are Empyreon, Dark Mind, and of course OblivAeon. But for us, we have our 3 regular heroes and Faultless, who now counts as a hero target. Yeah, because it's not just heroes, it's hero targets. There we go. So we're going to be able to flip this at the end of our turn and see what goodies await on the other side. In this reality, Thorathian citizens erase the stain of Grand Warlord Voss and his military forces from Doktharoth. Aided by a hero of Earth, who may now be willing to join the fight against OblivAeon. So it's an alternate world, and we're going to see what happens there. Now, I believe, yes, whenever an objective is moved to a hero card, a hero play area, we are going to discard the top card of the Scion deck because of Sanction. Nothing seems to happen when it flips. Sanction's going to flip over very soon, I think. Then we are, let's put that over there because it's not really a card, a regular card. We're going to do Strained Superego. See, there she is, kind of freaking out a little bit. Dr. Medico, her other dad, says, "Get her out of there. She's just a kid, and I'm not even sure she can handle that anymore." Ongoing limited. At the end of your turn, either move a card from under a concept in play to under another concept in play, or destroy one concept in play with no cards under it. Then you may draw a card or use a power. And this has a power, play a fragment. She plays that. Now, for her power, she is going to use play a fragment, which lets her do better punching. And she says, "I think I'm really getting the hand of this. Being a hero is great." Yep, the giant boxing glove in the style of Hal Jordan Green Lantern, who was very fond of that for a while. One shot fragment. The Idealist deals one target, one irreducible damage. Now, I could, as stated earlier, keep going for the Scions, or we could try to get OblivAeon. No, I suspect, yeah, we're not going to do 123 to him. So let's start whacking. Yeah. Let's do, so that's going to be one irreducible. And what is that? That's melee. Well, Empyreon is immune to melee and projectiles. So we're going to do 1 to Dark Mind. That is that. You may use a power. If that power deals damage, that damage is irreducible. Well, yeah, let's do, we could either do her Wild Imagination or her Karate Robot, which will actually do damage. Yeah, let's go for the damage. Destroy all cards under this card. It's not going to be much, but the Idealist deals one target, X melee, and X psychic damage, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way, which is 0 plus 1. So she's going to do 1 melee and 1 psychic, and we will again do that to Dark Mind, because both will actually get through. We're going to take away the 5 there and replace it with 3 1s, leaving Dark Mind at 13. So we're getting there. Back to the card. Put this card under a concept in play. Well, we've just got the one, Karate Robot. Then she draws a card. Flying Stabby Knives. Bet you didn't think I bet you didn't know I could do this. Sting, Slice, Smash, Stab. Ha! Okay, she's awesome. Right, at end of turn, either move a card from under a concept in play to under another concept in play. We can't do that because there's only one concept. Or destroy one concept in play with no cards under it. That is also not a thing. Then we may draw a card and use a power. So we're going to go ahead and draw a card. Hedgehogs. We'll be able to use a power as well. Just draw cards into this. Draw a card or use a power. Well, we're not going to be able to put these in play. We can use a power. She still has one more power we can use. Wild Imagination. Draw a card. Oh, we got more hedgehogs. Look at them. Bunch of little cuties. They just want to cuddle with spikes. Spiky cuddles. Then you may put a fragment from your hand under a concept in play. Well, let's go ahead. Let's use one of the hedgehogs. Well, no, because that does a lot. 2 targets, 2 melee damage each. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just draw the card from her power and leave it at that. We have now hit the end of the end of our turn, as previously discussed. There are more of us than there are more of them. Thank you, Faultless. So we're going to flip this card. Ooh, we got a backup hero, Cursor, who seems to be a mashup of Captain Cosmic and Parse. Okay, increase damage dealt by non-character card hero targets. So that would be this one, and Faultless if it did any damage in this area. Reduce the first damage that would be dealt to any hero target in this play area each turn by 4. Okay, well, we'll just give her a few HP. And maybe I'll get a +1 damage to put on there. Okay, that is it for the Idealist. Good job. Now on to the newly returned Harpy. Aha, but first, that pesky sanction. Oh wait, you know what? What's your play area? Oh, okay, that's not... Okay, I didn't have to do the flip because... Yeah, okay, I'm going to put that Scion card back. I didn't actually have a good look at it because the Idealist was in the other battle zone when it happened. So, never mind. I was just going to do another one because we flipped it, but no, I needed to reverse it. Okay, now on to Harpy. Okay, I think, yeah, Harpy is going to remain here or move to the other. Somebody's got to move to the other, otherwise we'll be unbalanced. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll have Harpy stay here. We'll have Lifeline go over to Battle Zone 2 to balance out Sanction there. Now, we have a little problem with some of the cards. These cards, in the long run, have to do with revealing cards. And this one's specifically revealing ongoing cards. Problem is, with Dark Mind, whenever a hero ongoing card is revealed or destroyed, put it under this card. So anything we reveal, she's just going to steal. Which means we are left playing Mystical Outburst. The Harpy. This world is not your plaything. Reality shall survive, but you won't be around to see it. Yeah, she looks kind of PO'd there. One shot. We are going to flip all of our Arcana tokens over to Avian except one. So that's going to be 1 and 2. Except I forgot to do one thing in between. forgot to do her special action. She was going to take back one of the reward cards. So yes, we have that. We're just going to put it in her hand for now. Guess I could have played that, but yeah, there's nothing is quite low enough for this to be useful this turn. So, as we were, Harpy deals one target X infernal damage, where X equals the number of control tokens flipped. That's 2 plus 1. That's 3. So, we are going to do that too. Yep, Dark Mind, because that thing about the ongoing cards is really kind of terrible. So we're going to actually do 4 because they are nemesis, so that's going to leave her at 9. Okay, yeah, we've got to get rid of her. That's just a pain in the butt. Alright, that goes into the discard pile. Then for her power, yeah, let's go ahead, you know, we can do that again. Get Dark Mind down a little bit more so that they can be destroyed next turn with this, depending on everything that happens. So, refocus. Power. Flip one control token. We will do so. Then we are going to play exactly the same card, which is going to do, yeah, so we're going to flip one, all but one. So that'll do 2 based on that. Again to Dark Mind, who's a nemesis, so it actually does 3, getting her down to 6. So next turn, assuming things don't go horribly awry, which they might, if we can get this into play, we can just, boop, destroy her. So yes, then Harpy's going to draw a card, something called Directed Strike, and that will conclude her turn. Now it's time for Lifeline. Okay, it's the beginning of what would be Tachyon's turn, so the fact that neither Faultless nor Empyreon can do damage has just run out, so we'll get rid of those tokens. Actually, that would happen technically at the beginning of Lifeline's proper turn, but it's not going to make any difference. So, we are actually going to move Lifeline from Battle Zone 1 to Battle Zone 2, so we are still not outnumbered by Aeons. Then, for special action, he's going to grab that Infinity Cannon, put it in his hand, and you know what? Yeah, let's just play that. Let's start getting into that thing. And for his power, either draw a card or play an ammo. Well, he's going to draw a card. Calculated action. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I can see he does little bits of damage to himself to be able to do other more powerful things. Then your hero deals one target 5 energy damage. Because Sanction is a nemesis, that's going to go up to 6. So, Infinity Cannon comes out. Boom. Making sure, yeah, there's no effect when they get hurt. Only when other stuff happens. Alright, so that is Lifeline's power. Then they will draw one card. Here we are. Unnatural Upheaval. And these are kind of terrifying. And yes, that will conclude Lifeline's turn. Now over to Battle Zone 1, where environment stuff is going to start. Alright, going to be a little bit of a problem with the Mars Quake. At the start of the environment turn, destroy one villain ongoing card. We haven't got one here. This is going to be the problem. One hero ongoing card. Idealist does have an ongoing card. Yeah. And because this is being destroyed, it actually goes under Dark Mind. So when there's 3 under there, she's going to flip and probably do some really nasty stuff. And then Marsquake will finish by destroying one environment card itself, because it's the only one there. Okay, then we play a card. Oh, right, the passing tumbleweed. Zoom out a little there so our focus is better. Anomaly cover. It's got 1 HP. At the start of the environment turn, destroy 1 environment card. So we're going to just get rid of this thing at the beginning of the next turn. Expatriate took a moment to reload, hoping nothing else would come through the temporal portal. When a tumbleweed bounced past, she just shook her head. Really? Okay. Am I in a cartoon or something? And there we are, a whopping single HP. That thing may go down this turn anyway. Alright. So, yeah, that's it for Environment 1. Now, Villain Group 1. Okay, we are not outnumbered. No more devastation tokens. Not looking forward to next turn. At the start of this villain turn, if there are 3 or more cards under Dark Mind, she would flip. Otherwise, the only start, pardon me, is at the start of this villain turn, each non-villain target regains 2 HP. So, Harpy is at full. Cursor, our backup mini-hero, is at full, but the Idealist will take 2, thus putting her back up to 18 out of her 24. That is it for start. Now we are going to play a Scion card. Elemental Pandemonium. And the Idealist, oh, who's there? Ah, jeez, we can barely hurt Gary Goldman here, and he's pulverizing us. The Scion with the highest HP deals each hero target 2, oh boy, 2 cold damage, 2 fire damage, and 2 lightning damage. Alright, well. Sorry, who's doing that? The Scion with the highest HP. That is going to be Empyreon. That's good. We're not going to end up with a Nemesis effect. Sorry about the noise. I guess they're doing some work upstairs. So Empyreon is going to start hitting us. So we'll do Idealist first. The 2 cold will not happen because of Cursor. Reduce the first damage that would be dealt to any hero target in this play area each turn by 4. That's going to be it for this. Everything else will do stuff. Actually, just go down to her area. Right, so Cursor is able to negate the cold damage. Idealist will then take 2 fire damage, and then we'll take 2 lightning damage. 1, 2, 3. Good thing she got that HP back earlier. Then Cursor is going to get the same thing. None of it's going to get blocked, so that will be a total of 6. 4, 6. So that'll be 5 and a 1. Leaving her at 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, but no, that can't be right. Hold on. Okay, she had... I can't do math today. She had 14. Yeah, she had 14. She was at full. Oh, maybe she... Oh, I didn't give her enough tokens. Oh, okay, that's why. Okay, so it's going to be 6. So... leaving her at... Oh, for crying out loud. No, I should leave her at 8. Why can't I do this math? Okay, leaving her at 8. Wow, I don't know why I had trouble there. Okay, over to Harpy. Okay, and the Harpy will just receive a straight up 6. 2, 2, and 2. Nothing increased, nothing decreased. So, gonna lose 6 from there. And now, end of villain turn. Right, end of villain turn, and we get a good thing because we flipped faultless. At the end of this villain turn, each hero may use a power. So we're going to say that Idealist will go ahead and use her karate robot again. Destroy all the cards under here. And do 1 target, 2 damage and 2 damage. This +1. That'll be, yeah, so that'll be 4 total. Doom. Yeah, I'm just going to do it to Empyrean in a hope of getting him low enough that Harpy will be able to take him out next turn. Because what she's going to do for her power is use her refocus. It's all she's got. So we're going to flip 1 control token. I'm going to flip the Avian over to Arcana. And you may play a card, and she's going to put this into play in anticipation of next turn, and hopefully taking out a couple of these guys all at once. Then, then Empyrean, at the end of the villain turn, deals each non-villain target 3 energy damage. Then we destroy cards if any targets are destroyed this turn. That will not be the case. So yeah, it's going to hit faultless, unfortunately. We really like faultless. It's been very helpful. What was it? 3. Okay, so that leaves faultless at 3. Ugh. The Idealist has to take 3. Leaving her at 11. Cursor, and unfortunately we've already used Cursor this turn. Take away 3, knocking them down to 5. And Harpy, 7, is now down to 18. So she's still in okay shape. We don't have to destroy any cards because no targets were taken out. Then Darkmind, at the end of this villain turn, reveal the top 3 cards of 1 hero deck, discard any non-ongoing revealed cards. This card then deals the hero target with the highest HP 4 psychic damage for each card discarded this way. So no matter who we do, it's going to hit Harpy. But whose cards do we do? I have absolutely no idea who has more ongoings and who. So let's say Harpy. They're going to take those cards, reveal. They are all one-shots. So that means she's going to take 12 damage. Oh, heck. Except it's actually going to be... Oh, okay. No, it's going to be 5, 5, and 5. Because they are nemesis. Okay, so that means Harpy is already down to 3 HP after a single turn in play. That's pretty miserable. Well, we still came through it without actually dying. Hopefully we will still get a chance to use the cannon. No, I don't think we are going to. Not cannon. Use the Bloodsworn Exhibition. No, because OblivAeon is going to take her out at the beginning of his turn. Well, that's for next turn. We'll just have to deal with it. Okay, over to Battlezone 2. Okay, Champion Studios. Nothing happens to start with. So we're going to play a card, and we get the Magical MacGuffin. And Guys is apparently Conan at the moment, I think. The ring glowed with a magical energy. This is no mere prop, it's a gift! Guys held the ring up, letting the light catch it. Equity knew who its true master was, though. Oh, Equity is... he's one of the smaller Nemesis cards in one of the Vengeance versions of playing. When this card enters play, move it to a hero play area. Well, we've only got one hero in this area, so it's going to go to Lifeline. Increase damage dealt to targets in this play area, oh lord, by 1. At the end of this hero's turn, they may use a power. If they do not, destroy this card. Oh man, that's annoying. So, Lifeline's going to take more damage now. Awesome. Okay, villains. We are not outnumbered by scions. We are even, so we're okay. There's no start of turn effects for the villains, so we're just going to go straight to playing a scion card. Scatter, slaughter. Sanction. Oh, look. Sanction, who is here, saying judgment found wanting. Administering ultimate judgment. Oh, we're not overly dramatic, are we? One shot. The scion with the lowest HP, we've just got the 1, deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 energy damage, and the hero target with the lowest HP, so it's the same one, 2 projectile damage. Woof. Okay, let's go down to Lifeline and see how close to death he is already. Okay, so the first hit is going to be 3, 4 because they're a nemesis, 5 because of the magical MacGuffin. Ugh. Then, the only target here, so Sanction's going to hit him again. So it'll be 2, 3 for nemesis. No, 3 for nemesis, 4 for the magical MacGuffin. So 4 is going to leave at 21, and he's already down to 22 from his 31. Ooh, boy. Back to the villain area. Okay, at the end of the villain turn, discard the top card of the Scion deck. That goes away. Leaving us with 1. Sanction's going to flip next turn, probably. Then Sanction regains 3 XP. And they deal the target with the lowest damage. The hero target with the lowest damage. Oh, I could have redirected some of that to... Oh no, it would have been... Okay, just the first. Hold on, I now have to back up. Okay, that first hit that ended up doing 5 to Lifeline, I put back, because I forgot about the stunt doubles. The first time any hero target would be dealt damage by a villain target each turn, you may direct that damage to this card. It will only be 3 though, because we don't have the Nemesis or Magical MacGuffin effects. So we've got 1 stunt double down to 2. The second hit still would have gone at Lifeline though, because it says specifically hero targets, which means the stunt doubles do not count. They are heroic, but I don't think they actually count as heroes. Right, so then Sanction did his healing, and then is going to do 3 energy damage to the hero, again hero target, specifically with the lowest HP, and that will take away the 5 that we just gave ourselves back. It's okay, at least we got that back, and that will conclude the villain turn, and therefore the round. Yep, that was pretty rough, and I expect next turn to be even rougher. We are going to lose an environment. So yeah, we're getting closer to the destruction of the entire multiverse. And I think we're probably going to lose heroes again already, building it all up. So yes, things are just going to go very poorly next turn, I'm pretty sure. Unless we get some really amazing cards that come out. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get more clever between this turn and next, and be better at figuring out what the heck to do. we'll see what happens next time. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and liking the videos. I appreciate it. And we will see you next time for yet another round of Sentinels of the Multiverse. So long.